Thank you for the warm introduction. Before I begin, I really do want to thank the TiE organization for throwing such an amazing and inspiring conference this weekend. So let's get started. As was mentioned earlier, I'm Sanil. I'm a senior at Mission San Jose High School and an incoming freshman this fall at the Ivy and Young Academy at USC. I also started and serve as executive director of Hack Plus, a nonprofit that leverages technology to help students start businesses, nonprofits, events, and other entrepreneurial ventures. We raised upwards of $100,000 in the past year from companies like Google, Microsoft, and Facebook, who support us in supporting over 75,000 students every year in launching new products and innovative organizations. So today, rather than focusing on my specific story, I want to talk about one of the most important core components of entrepreneurship that I stumbled upon through my experiences and observations from the past few years. And that key component is questions, and your answers to those questions. Now, we see that most businesses can be defined by two questions. And those two questions are what and how. So most businesses can be defined by these two questions, and we can take a look at one example of this. TiVo's mission statement reads, "From the interactive program guide to the DVR, TiVo delivers innovative products and licensable technologies that revolutionize how people can find content." And so TiVo definitely covers the what and the how in their mission statement. And they've always had an incredibly high quality product compared to their competition. And they really were poised to be an industry leader when they first came out. They had everything that we imagined to be there in a successful company, from incredible levels of funding to a revolutionary product and an amazing user experience. But there's a key reason that TiVo was missing, and that's the reason that most of us don't have this TiVo device in our homes. And that most of us don't see TiVo as an exceptionally innovative company. In fact, most of my peers at high school have never even heard of the company TiVo. People never really resonated with this company because there's one critical piece of the puzzle that they were missing. What happens when another cheaper product comes along, and what does your company offer that keeps people from purchasing the alternatives, even if your product is better and has more features and a better user experience? In TiVo's example, other companies and TV networks launched their own products that weren't necessarily as good, but TiVo struggled commercially nonetheless. See, the company's mission statement and marketing tell us what the company does and how their products do that. The product and the company itself were built around this typical model where companies ask what and then how. And that's really how they create their product and design their company. The problem with this kind of thinking is that, especially in today's day and age, where new companies and apps can be easily replicated in a matter of months or even weeks from the starting of a new idea, people look for a reason or a philosophy to support a company. And that's why today's most successful companies and most successful and innovative companies are not based on what they offer, but based on a different question. And that question is why? A theme that you begin to see appear with companies and some of the most innovative companies today is that they are based on their why, their answer to the question why. And they work outward from there to determine how and what they are and what products they offer. Now, one of the most well-known examples of this kind of thinking is probably in your pocket right now, and that company is Apple. Let's examine their mission statement, as dictated by Steve Jobs during very early stages of the company. They begin with the why, their core philosophy of making a contribution to the world. And they reflect this widely throughout their company's marketing, products, and every part of their company. And one big famous example of this is their Think Different ad campaign. And throughout all of this, we see that while Apple's product may be their computers, that's never been what they sell. They sell you an idea, the idea that you can be the innovator, the idea of being special and unique among billions of other people in this world, and the idea that you can really change the world. And their products, their computers, their phones, anything they offer is merely a tool to help you achieve what you want to achieve. And all of this branding and this marketing reflects one major idea. People don't buy what you do or how you do it. They buy why you do it. Apple knows this. Most of the most innovative companies in the world know this, and that's why they are seen as those innovative companies. And in my time at Hack Plus, working with student-run companies, nonprofits, and events, it's very clear that students and youth who start with an incredible passion of theirs and a strong vision of why their venture exists are the ones who become the most successful in their space. This is an important idea that can be very easy to lose sight of. And I want to leave on a quick note to all of the youth here, to the entrepreneurs here of the future. When you pursue your ventures, however innovative your idea might be, you will likely find a dozen other companies that are with more experienced team filled with adults who aren't also juggling school alongside their venture. And you'll also see other companies with more funding than you'll be able to procure from an after-school job. But these are not barriers to your success. The Wright brothers developed their airplane with little funding and nothing but their passion, in a time when literally hundreds of other people and organizations were working with millions of dollars in wide connections and networking to develop the same thing. But the Wright brothers were motivated by their passion, their why, in a field where others merely pursued riches. So to all the students here and all the youth here, remember that to always follow your passion, to remember why you're doing what you do, and to use that as fuel to build your venture to be the best in your field. So I just wanted to do a quick talk on that. Thank you so much for listening, and thank you for the TiE team to inviting me to Skate Peak here. Thank you.